For September, we're moving on to Ephemera 9 Divine Codes. Today we'll be going over what common manuals you can buy and discussing who's worth picking up. For the 5-star common manuals, these cost 300 Ephemera 9 each. First up is Dancer Nephenee, and her most unique skill is the Fiddlestick Bow. This is a support type bow that grants plus 4 defense and res to allies within 2 spaces when they are fighting melee foes, so sword, lance, axe, dragonstone, and beast foes. Basically, this is a close guard 3 bow. Considering we just got joint distant guard, we can assume we'll get joint close guard in the future. You can get close guard in the C slot and Sacred Soul slot for stacking, but the issue is finding candidates for the actual Fiddlestick Bow. If you want a dancer, since they aren't necessarily fighting often, then besides Nephenee herself, you only have Near's Plumeria and Dancer Quan. These are all 5-star seasonal units though, but at least you only need 1 copy to be effective. You could also always go for a support build on any archer and just stack a bunch of close guard skills. Maybe use a Rally plus Ruse combo or some debuffs. Now, for some other inheritable skills, Nephenee has Caldera Dance and Speed Tactic. Caldera Dance grants plus 3 attack and plus 4 defense to danced allies. If you really want it, you could also use Dancer out again. As for Speed Tactic, it's a bit more universal and is still one of the hard to get tactic buffs. It is on New Year's Air though. Overall, Dancer Nephenee is a bit of a strange common manual, but if you want to make a supportive archer, then Fiddlestick Bow is an option. Next 5-star manual is Flora. Perhaps you want an extra merge to go at her recent refine, but Flora has some decent inheritable skills. You can grab the entire skill lines of Attack and Res Solo, Quick Riposte, or Defense Ploy. We did just get that Attack and Res Solo Secret Seal, so you can double up on that, and Quick Riposte is always a great budget skill. Defense Ploy can be useful as well for high res units. If you want, you will also be able to grab either Iceberg or Quick Riposte 3 along with one of the other skills. We still only have Quick Riposte 2 on Tsubaki and Klein, so if you want to save some feathers, you can get the 3rd level from Flora with either Attack and Res Solo or Defense Ploy. Flora is a bit more straightforward and I would say is a decent 5-star manual because of Attack and Res Solo. You can also grab it now and then use it to get the tier 4 solo skill along with some other fodder from a different unit. Now, for our 4-star common manuals, these cost 100 Ephemera each. Our Tempest reward this month is Spring Saleh, who does have some good stuff. Saleh himself is a pretty fast axe cavalier and can compete with Pledge and Milk Crest if you're looking for a heroic growth project. At 4 stars, he has Reciprocal Aid and HP and Res 2. Okay, these aren't the greatest skills. What you really want are his 5-star skills. Rouse Attack and Res 3 grants plus 6 Attack and Res buffs when alone at the start of the turn and is a great self-buffing option. Saleh will also have the Springy Axe Plus, which grants plus 5 attack and speed and neutralizes attack and speed debuffs if the foe has minus 75% HP. This is a strong axe for speedy units like Ninja Hana since you cannot slow them down with debuffs. However, that high enemy HP condition means Springy Axe is more suited to one-rounding foes instead of drawing out the fight. Generally speaking, that's not a huge issue, but it can come into play. Solid 4-star common manual. Next up we have Knoll. As someone collecting copies from my own plus 10 project, this is a welcome surprise. At 4 stars, Knoll will have Luna as a special and Speed Ploy. Both are pretty solid skills and Speed Ploy is a nice debuff. At 5 stars, Knoll is going to have Mirror Strike 2. This skill is also available on Orochi and Ileana has it at 4 stars. Still decent if you want to upgrade to Mirror Impact. For his weapon, Knoll can pass along the Red Fox Tome and inflicts minus 4 to all stats on the foe when initiating. One of the few offensive tone options, but it is player phase only. Urk will also have this weapon, but he's still a newer demotee. If you want to build a faster red mage like Peleus, then this is a solid weapon. Third, we have Noren. Noren is an extremely good plus 10 merge project. Nowadays, we have Young Innis as a more modern, colorless archer merge project, but Noren doesn't cost her grills, and she can always run a different build than Innis's unique one. She's still a great unit with lots of build options. Now at 4 stars, Noren has Reposition, which is always useful. She also has Speed and Defense Link, which isn't bad, and if you want a buffing B skill. At 5 stars, Noren's going to have Brazen Speed and Defense 3. Not super common to run Brazens in the A slot anymore, but with our Sacred Soul selection nowadays, we have some really good options, so you can do it if you want. For her weapon, Noren has the Guard Bow Plus. This is a Distant Defense 3 bow, so that's plus 6 defense res when a ranged foe initiates onto you. Not the craziest effect, and as a reminder, you can also get the Guard Bow by evolving Setsuna's Assassin Bow Plus. Fourth up, we have Sothe, who was literally here not even half a year ago. He's back, and he's got his own refine in that time, so if you want some extra copies, that's good news for you. At 4 stars, Sothe's gonna have Glimmer and Life and Death 3. Both of these are pretty solid skills to have around for certain builds. At 5 stars, Sothe has Spur, Attack, and Speed 2. He is still the only unit with this skill. Maybe one day they'll upgrade the skill line and Spur, Attack, and Speed will be more valuable. It's not terrible for buffing, but you do need to be right next to your ally. Last up we have Matilda. Unfortunately, she does not have the most desirable skills. At 4 stars, she can give you a rally resistance or hone attack 3. Neither of these are very rare. At 5 stars, Matilda has the super niche cancel affinity 3. Unless we suddenly plunge into a triangle depth meta, this skill is not worth using. Matilda will also have the Rider's Bane Plus, which is a cavalry effectiveness lance. It's a bit more relevant, but it only helps against cavaliers. Matilda is the only summonable unit with this weapon, so if you don't want to use Heath, then here you go. That will be it for this month's comment manuals. Personally, for me, it looks like I'll be getting Flora, Saleh, and Knoll. Assuming we don't get 800 Ephemera, I'll probably skip down to Nephenee, so I guess I'll just pick up the other 4-star manuals. Let me know who you are eyeing to get, and do remember to spend last month's Ephemera 8 divine codes. You gotta use them before you lose them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.